Alright, final leg. We are here to talk about the first 2 days of the USA Championships that have been going down in Des Moines, Iowa. We saw some great performances just over these past 2 days. All these athletes are competing for spots to the Doha World Championships later on this year. Let's shift right into things. We had the men's 100 meters to cap off the meet. Justin Gatlin, who has a bye as the 2017 World Champion, he ran the heats and the semis but chose to forego his spot in the finals because he already has that pass. So we had a really great final. Christian Coleman, as expected, he took the win in 9.99 seconds. The wind has been not in the favor of these sprinters all weekend, so don't even worry about the times. But Christian Coleman ran away from the meet with his, of course, great start, and he's finished really strong, taking in again 9.99 seconds. He's going to be joined by Mike Rodgers as well as Chris Belcher on that 100-meter team, as well as Justin Gatlin later on. So great races from all these guys. We're going to see that quartet going to the Doha World Championships. Now in the women's 100 meters, which went down right before the men, we saw some great performances and a lot of drama as well. First off, we had Tianna Daniels. She took the win in 11.20 seconds. Again, that win kind of took away from the fast times, but Daniels really dominated. She finished fourth at the NCAA Championships earlier this year, but after that, she kind of went on a roll. She's been really consistent. She won NACAC. She's been doing really well, so this is a really great performance from her. Again, 11.20 seconds. She was followed right behind by English Gardner, and then also we had Morolake Akinouson. They both are coming off of serious injuries that have been hampering them for the past couple years, but so it's really great to see them both make it onto the team. Those three will be joined by Tori Bui, who has the 2017 World Championship gold, so she has a bye going into Doha. Of course, everyone was looking out for Shikari Richardson, who had won NCAAs in 10.75. She unfortunately finished 8th in this race. She got out semi-well, but it looks like she just kind of let things up, and of course, getting close to the line, she just really let up and just chose to give in. So 8th place for her. Unfortunately, she's not going to be on the team, but looks like she's likely going to be one of the contenders going into Tokyo 2020 next year. So we're going to see how she progresses after that 10.75 that she ran earlier in the NCAAs. But for the team, we have Tori Bui, who has the bye. Then we have Tianna Daniels, we have English Gardner, and Morolake Akinouson for that women's 100 meters team to Doha. Now in the women's 400 meters, we have some great ladies. The event is kind of up and down. It's kind of questionable who is going to make the team coming into this meet, but Shakima Wimbley, she looks like the front runner based on the heats and the semis. She managed to run 50.20 in those semifinals. She looks like the clear number one going into those finals tomorrow. But then the story of the competition is probably Allyson Felix. She managed to not only run the heats, make it to the semis, but she also came third in her semi, guaranteeing her a spot in the finals. She managed to run 51.45 seconds, again getting her a spot in that finals. She hasn't run since over a year. She gave birth to her child just about 9 months ago, so she is coming off some really tough times, but she's showing that she is one of the greatest sprinters in history of track and field, and she's definitely going to be going for a spot on the team. If she doesn't make the top 3, she's very likely going to be on the relay going to Doha, and of course she said that her ultimate goal is Tokyo 2020. So keep a lookout for Allyson Felix in those 400-meter finals tomorrow. Now in the men's 10,000 meters, we had Lopez Lomong take the win on Thursday night. He dominated, managed to get the World Championship standard, running 27:30.06. Huge performance from him. He actually already had the standard by way of winning the NACAC championships, but this shows that he's potentially going to be in the mix, possibly for top 10, maybe even creep up if he can do really well to get into that top 7, top 5 spot in Doha later on this year. But one of the most significant things was his finish. He managed to have a huge kick running his last lap in 55 seconds after that entire race. So really strong performance from Lopez Lomong. He's going to be joined by some great guys, but he is the front runner for the USA going into the Doha World Championships. Now in the women's 10,000 meters on Thursday night as well, we had Molly Huddle absolutely dominate the field as she had done in the past. She managed to win the race in 31:58.47 seconds, getting another USA title like she had so many in the past. She's going to be the front runner for the USA going into Doha. We're going to see if she's going to be able to compete with some of the other ladies from Kenya, from Ethiopia, and all around the world, but Molly Huddle's showing her dominance. She's joined by Emily Sisson, who also is very dominant. Both these ladies are actually going to be going for the marathon spot into 2020 next year, so this is going to be a really good warm-up for them with the 10,000 meters in Doha. Now in the men's shot put, we had a great competition between 3 of the top guys in this USA over the past couple years. Ryan Crouser, he came away with the win, 22.62 meters in that shot put, one of his farthest throws in history for him. Then right behind him, we had Joe Kovacs. He managed to throw 22.31 meters. That's actually the farthest throw in the shot put he's had since 2017. So great performance there. Then of course we had Darrell Hill. He managed to throw 22.11 meters. So these 3 guys are going to be competing for some spots on the podium when we get to Doha later on this year. Of course, there's a lot of competition around the world. We have Tom Schwalso, but these guys are going to be some podium contenders in Doha. So keep a lookout for these guys in the shot put. Also in the men's triple jump, we had Donald Scott, Will Clay, and Omar Craddock. They managed to take the top 3 spots in that men's triple jump. Great performances from them. We had a lot of wind in the stadium, so they didn't get to hit some wind legal jumps, but they showed their form, and they are going to be contenders for medals later on this year. Christian Taylor, he's also the world champion from 2017. He has a bye, so all he had to do was come here. He fouled once, and he is going to be good to go. He's been really consistent. He is likely the favorite going into Doha, even though Will Clay had already jumped 18.14 meters this year, but Christian Taylor shows his consistency over the past couple years. He's a 3-time world champion and also a 2-time Olympic champion, so he's probably the favorite. Keep a lookout for all these guys in the triple jump later on in Doha. Then on the women's side in the triple jump, we had Keturah Orji and Tori Franklin. Those two are going to be going to Doha. They are actually the only two who have a standard for the world championship, so it's only a 2-woman team for Doha. They have been showing their consistency over the past couple years, and they're definitely going to be contending for some medals. Orji has been very close to getting some medals, not only in the Olympics and the World Championships, so let's see if she can break over that hump and really get onto the podium. Franklin has also been pretty consistent. Of course, she got the American record last year, so we're going to see these two ladies and how they stack up to the other ladies in the world in Doha later on this year. Now, just finishing some things off with the 400s, of course, Rai Benjamin in those 400-meter hurdles, he is the clear favorite for the finals for the USA title. He's also one of the favorites for the Doha gold medal. We have a lot of guys who are going to be going towards that world record, chasing that gold medal in Doha, but Rai Benjamin looks super comfortable. He said that he's going to be going for it in the final, so maybe we might see something really fast. We also have Karan Clement. He struggled through the semifinals, but he made it to the finals. He is one of the greats in the 400-meter hurdles. Let's see what he's able to do in those finals. Then also in the men's 400 meters, a flat event, Michael Norman. He's of course the story of the meet in the 400 meters on the men's side. He's one of the fastest guys in history. He managed to comfortably get through his semi, but he was joined by Fred Curley. Curley really pushed him all the way to the line. Both these guys ran really fast. Fred Curley, he managed to run his fastest time that he's had in a long time, so we're going to see how the final stacks up in the men's 400 meters. Alright, so those are just some of the highlights from the first 2 days of the USA Championships. We have 2 more days of competition, tons of high quality finals that are going to be coming on the track, so make sure you guys keep a lookout for those, not only on the track but also on the field. We'll be back again to recap those, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, make sure you guys like the video, and leave a comment on your favorite performances from the USA Championships so far. So keep checking out, we'll be back again very soon. Thanks.